Hello, fiddle friends. It's Mike Mitchell here from the Floyd Music School and the Mike Mitchell Band with part 2 of the classic bluegrass fiddle tune, Back Up and Push. Kenny Baker's arrangement, I guess, of the old Georgia organ grinders tune, Back Up and Push. So in part 1, we established the main theme, and then the double shuffle. And I talked about the fact that there's kind of really important, but very subtle modifications to that theme that happen throughout the rest of the song. Little rhythmic modifications, a little bit of melodic modifications. This kind of keeps it musically interesting. So let's dive right into it. We've gone through the first theme, the first double shuffle. We're going to take an up bow and slide a fourth finger up. Oh, well, let me just play the phrase that we'll work on. So that's the first phrase that we're going to work on right now. A fourth finger slide. Same. Let's play that again. 1, 2, 3. Nice. And then with an up bow. Slide the 3 up. That second phrase again with an up bow. Very nice. Let's do both of those phrases together. Actually, let's do that entire phrase together. 2, 3. Here's one of those rhythmic variations. They're subtle, but I think they're really important. I mean, that's how Kenny Baker played it on the record, so I'm going to go with that. And there we go. Let's play that entire A part. 1, 2, 3. Talk about the vibrato just for a little bit. When I slow down, when I use my app and I slow down recordings of Baker, one of the things that gets me it's really striking is his use of a big, wide, kind of what I call a wet vibrato. And I think that's pretty cool. Coming from originally from a classical background, yes, I'll admit it, way back in the day when vibrato had to be played with everything. I think it's pretty cool that Baker used such a wide vibrato. Obviously, you know, the bluegrass listeners thought it was pretty cool as well. So I'm going to do it too. Now with a do, that second A part, we have a unison. Here we go. 2, 3. Another variation. Let's play it again. 2, 3. And I suppose you could go up to the third finger there as well. Might even be handier to just hop over. That really important another variation. All right, let's play that again. 1, 2, 3. So we're seeing all kinds of cool, subtle little variations. The first one is, again, where was it? Yeah, back in the first A part. Right there. And then using the unison instead of the third. Another variation. And then and there's another one. And then the original one. So if you were like most fiddlers and kind of took a long time to come around to learning how to play a decent, somewhat in tune third with your first and third fingers, this song will give you the workout you need. So we're moving on to the next double shuffle part. And again, in the transcription, I took great pains, my students and I took great pains to figure out exactly what notes Baker played. Let's all remember that he played this on the recording super fast. So he's just, I don't think any of these notes are intentionally left as single notes and not double stops. I think it's just the natural course of the bow doing the double shuffle. And, you know, that little circular motion of the wrist with the double shuffle is so important. So let's just play it together, shall we? Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice the way my wrist is. I'm usually the kind of fiddle teacher that says, you know, whatever gets you by. But there's also some things that really work for me that I like to share with you guys that really work for me. And this is like the circular motion, the sort of dip and scoop motion of the wrist. So with the double shuffle, if I want to play really super fast, and if you want to hear me play this really super fast, it's on Spotify under my name. Go right ahead. If I want to play it really super fast, I'm going to use a tiny bit of bow and a really flexible wrist and a really circular motion. So we're going to do this double shuffle again, and we're going to go for that. Maybe, you know, like an inch, 2 inches, 2.5, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. And now the sort of the Irish fiddle tune part. Disclaimer, I, like so many pro fiddle players, can't exactly catch Baker's phrasing, even on the recordings, even on videos. If you watch him play this 3 times, you're going to have 3 different bowings, which is fine. And most of us are like that, right? So the bowings in this transcription are as well as we could hear, sort of isolating them from the album. And I say, whatever bowing allows you to play it, and play it rhythmically. You know, grandma's got to dance. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One. We're going to play it again. 2, 3, 4. And a third time. And aren't we all thankful that videos are able to be slowed down and sped up nowadays? 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on. Ready, and... Let's play that again. Ready, and... So, from what I can tell, Baker has a nice mix of what we call a Nashville shuffle and a Georgia shuffle going on here. I personally think that we need a Virginia shuffle. Okay, moving forward. There's a... Play that with me again. Ready, and... Sort of a cascade. Or what I like to call a finger fall. Ready, and... Kind of a tricky little crooked passage. One last time. And then... similar passage. There we go. Let's take it as the theme repeats itself after da 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 dum. Ready, and... Then we have a quick A part. And before we do that, let's just go ahead and rock out this thing, this fiddle tune part. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I put in my own bowings. I suggest you do the same. Those of us who are, at this level of playing, we know that already. Just don't stress on it. Find your rhythm. Find your rhythm in your right arm. Listen to great players, of course, and be as rhythmic as they are. but we all have to sort of organically find our rhythm. Now let's do the next A part and then double shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. So here we go. 2, 3. Another. Now we start to see the first of many triplets. 2, 3. And there's that unison again. 2, 3. Here's your buddy. Now here's an interesting one, and this one still gets me. It's like a little backstep hitch is what I like to call it. And that's the way it is. So that entire phrase from the start, 2, 3. This one starts even earlier. This double shuffle starts even earlier. So let's watch for that. I think it's kind of important to do this double shuffle that way. And it sort of signifies it's the last double shuffle in the piece, in the contest arrangement of the piece. And I think it's kind of important to really hit on the end of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and... A couple of things that I find interesting are the open A and Ds, and the fact that right at the very end, on that G chord, he must have been flying, because in the recording I could not hear an A string. Let's do that double shuffle again. On the and of 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Very cool. So those open strings, obviously I exaggerated them a little bit for our learning purposes, but I think they really help give the left hand a little bit of a break, because I find even after doing it 8 gazillion times, when I play a double shuffle, I tend to want to clench. And I love those little open strings. They're just little reminders like, hey, don't squeeze, don't clench. Now, we're going to repeat the double shuffle theme for the very end. This is our big finale, and we're going to do it. We're going to start by going 8th, 16th, 8th, 16th, and then triplets. So it rhythmically gets really interesting. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Triplet, triplet, triplet. Nice, dude. Nice. One more time. I'll try and play it as slowly as I can. 2, 3, 4. The big finale. 2, 3, 4. All right, my fiddle friends. There we have it. We've dissected the rest of backup and push. This is for practice purposes. Of course, there's backing tracks galore on YouTube, or maybe you are fortunate enough to have a friend who doesn't mind playing in C, or I guess they can capo up to a capo C, but and backing you up on this tune. I always recommend the metronome, of course. That's why backing tracks are so great. Any questions, you can always find me at floydmusicschool@gmail.com. It's always a pleasure to work with Bluegrass Unlimited and bring these tutorials to you folks, and good luck in your fiddle journey. I'm right there with you. Thank you.